Hello, I'm a dermatologist, and in this video I'm going to walk you through a practical, safe, and realistic plan to prevent blackheads. Everything you'll hear is general educational information, not a personal medical diagnosis. Skin is individual, so if you're pregnant, have eczema/rosacea, take prescription medications, or your acne is painful or leaving marks, it's best to check with a licensed clinician for a routine tailored to you. Let's start by clearing up what blackheads actually are, because prevention is much easier when you understand the why. A blackhead is an open come done, a pore that has become clogged with a mix of sebum, oil, dead skin cells, and tiny debris. The top of that plug is exposed to air, and the pigment inside oxidizes, turning darker, so it looks black. It's not dirt sitting on the surface. Scrubbing harder doesn't wash it out, and squeezing aggressively usually makes things worse. Another common lookalike is sebaceous filaments. Those are normal, thin collections of oil and cells that line your pores, especially on the nose. They can look like tiny dots or short threads. You can reduce their appearance, but you can't permanently erase pores or stop sebaceous filaments from existing, because they're part of how skin lubricates itself. The goal is healthier pores, smoother texture, fewer true blackheads, and calmer skin overall. Preventing blackheads comes down to 4 core principles: keep the pore lining exfoliating normally, without overstripping, keep oil flow balanced, reduce congestion with the right active ingredients, and protect the skin barrier so inflammation doesn't spiral. When people struggle, it's usually because they're either using products that clog them, using the right products in the wrong way, or using too much too fast and damaging the barrier, which ironically triggers more oiliness and breakouts. Now let's build your prevention routine. Think of it like a simple base routine plus a small set of targeted tools. The base routine is cleansing, moisturizing, and sunscreen. The tools are mainly salicylic acid and a retinoid, with a few optional extras. First, cleansing. For blackhead-prone skin, cleansing is important, but more is not better. Over-cleansing can lead to irritation and rebound oiliness. In the morning, you can either rinse with lukewarm water or use a gentle cleanser, depending on how oily you are when you wake up. At night, cleansing is more important because you're removing sunscreen, pollution, sweat, and makeup. If you wear heavy makeup or water-resistant sunscreen, a double cleanse can help. Start with a gentle oil cleanser or micellar water, then follow with a mild water-based cleanser. The key words are gentle and consistent. Avoid harsh soaps, very hot water, and aggressive cleansing brushes, because they can roughen the skin surface and worsen congestion over time. Second, moisturizing. Many people skip moisturizer because they think it will make blackheads worse. In reality, a good moisturizer supports your barrier, reduces irritation from acne actives, and helps your skin regulate oil more smoothly. Look for non-comedogenic or wool-clogged pores, but also pay attention to texture. Lightweight lotions or gels often work best for oily or combination skin, while a cream may be better if you get dry or flaky from treatments. Hydrating ingredients like glycerin, hyaluronic acid, panthenol, and ceramides are usually helpful. A healthy barrier is one of the most underrated steps in preventing blackheads, because when the barrier is inflamed, your pores don't shed dead cells normally, and that abnormal shedding is what forms the plug. Third, sunscreen. This is not optional if you're serious about prevention and long-term results. Sun damage thickens the outer layer of skin over time and can make pores look more enlarged and congested. Also, many blackhead-fighting ingredients, especially retinoids, make skin more sun-sensitive. Choose a sunscreen that feels comfortable enough that you'll wear it daily. If you break out from sunscreen, don't quit, switch types. Some people do better with gel or fluid sunscreens, others with mineral formulas, and many with modern lightweight chemical filters. The best sunscreen is the one you'll apply every day without feeling greasy. Now let's talk about the 2 most effective prevention actives for blackheads: salicylic acid and retinoids. Salicylic acid is a beta-hydroxy acid, and it's oil-soluble, which means it can travel into the pore lining more effectively than many other exfoliants. It helps loosen and clear the mixture of oil and dead cells that forms blackheads. For most people, the most sustainable way to use salicylic acid is either as a leave-on product a few times per week, or as a cleanser that sits on the skin for 30 to 60 seconds before rinsing. If you're new to actives, start slow. 2 to 3 times per week at night is enough to begin. If your skin tolerates it well after a few weeks, meaning no stinging, persistent redness, or peeling, you can increase frequency. The goal is steady improvement, not a dramatic overnight purge. Retinoids are the long-term pore training ingredient. They help normalize how the pore lining sheds cells, reduce microclogs before they become visible blackheads, and improve overall texture and tone. Over-the-counter adapalene is a common starter retinoid in many countries, and prescription retinoids are also options with a clinician. Retinoids are powerful, so the way you introduce them matters. Start with a pea-sized amount for the entire face, not a pea per area. Use it at night. Apply to completely dry skin. Waiting 10 to 20 minutes after cleansing can reduce irritation. Use it 2 nights per week for the first 2 weeks, then 3 nights per week for a few weeks, and only then consider every other night or nightly if your skin is calm. If you try to push through intense peeling or burning, you're more likely to damage your barrier and end up with more breakouts. Think of retinoids like training for a marathon. Consistency beats intensity. A very effective beginner schedule looks like this. On 2 or 3 nights per week, use salicylic acid. On 2 nights per week, use a retinoid, and on the remaining nights, do just gentle cleansing and moisturizing. As your skin adapts, you can increase retinoid frequency and keep salicylic acid as a supportive tool. Many people don't need both every day. Most people do best when they alternate. Let's talk about common mistakes that silently cause blackheads, even when you're doing all the skincare. One big one is heavy, pore-clogging products. This doesn't mean oils are bad in general, but some people are extremely acne-prone and react to richer products, hair pomades, thick balms, and certain makeup bases. If you repeatedly get blackheads along the hairline, forehead, or temples, your hair products may be the culprit, especially leave-in conditioners, waxes, and oils that touch the skin. If you get blackheads around the mouth or jawline, consider lip balms, heavy moisturizers, and shaving products. You don't need to memorize ingredient lists, but you do want to notice patterns. Where are the clogged pores forming, and what products contact that area? Another mistake is over-exfoliating. People think blackheads mean I need to scrub. Physical scrubs, gritty cleansers, and rough exfoliating gloves can create tiny tears and inflammation. Inflammation makes the pore opening swell, traps material inside more easily, and slows proper shedding. Chemical exfoliation with salicylic acid, used gently and consistently, is usually more effective and less traumatic than scrubbing. If you love the feeling of exfoliation, choose a very mild option and use it rarely, but don't make it the foundation of your plan. Another mistake is aggressive extraction. It's tempting, I understand. But squeezing can push material deeper, rupture the pore wall, and lead to inflammation, discoloration, or scarring. If you choose to extract at home, keep it conservative, only after a warm shower, with clean hands, minimal pressure, and never with sharp tools. Do not dig. If it doesn't release easily, leave it. Professional extractions are safer when done by trained clinicians who know how to reduce trauma. If extraction is a major part of your routine, that's a sign your prevention plan needs strengthening. Now, let's build a simple daily routine you can actually follow. In the morning, cleanse lightly if needed, apply a lightweight moisturizer, then sunscreen. If you want an optional boost for oily skin, niacinamide can help some people with oil regulation and the look of pores, and it's generally well tolerated. But it's optional. If you're doing too many extras, you'll increase irritation and quit the routine. Keep mornings easy. At night, cleanse thoroughly but gently. Then choose your active based on the schedule, salicylic acid or retinoid, then moisturize. If you're sensitive, you can use the moisturizer sandwich method with retinoids. Apply a thin layer of moisturizer, then retinoid, then another thin layer of moisturizer. This can reduce irritation while still giving benefits. Again, the goal is calm, steady progress. What about clay masks and charcoal? Clay masks can temporarily absorb oil and make pores look tighter for a day or two. They can be a useful optional tool once per week, especially if you're very oily. But they're not a cure, and overuse can dry and irritate. Charcoal is mostly a marketing story. It can feel satisfying, but it's not the key ingredient for prevention. If you enjoy masks, use them as a supportive step, not your main strategy. What about pore strips? They can remove surface plugs and give a dramatic wow moment, but the effect is temporary, and frequent use can irritate the pore opening. If you use them, do it rarely, and don't rely on them. Long-term prevention comes from what you do on normal days, not from occasional dramatic treatments. Let's talk about makeup and skincare layering, because this is where many routines fail. If you wear makeup, choose non-comedogenic options when possible, and remove makeup fully at night. Dirty brushes and sponges can contribute to congestion and irritation. Clean them regularly. Also be mindful of how many layers you apply in the morning. Multiple thick layers, serums, primers, heavy moisturizers, rich sunscreen, full coverage foundation, can create a film that traps oil and dead cells. You can still wear makeup, just aim for lightweight, breathable layering and thorough removal. Now, lifestyle factors. Skincare is the foundation, but lifestyle can tip you in either direction. Sweat and friction can worsen blackheads, especially around masks, helmets, chin straps, and tight collars. If you work out, try to cleanse or at least rinse your face soon after heavy sweating. If you wear a mask for long periods, choose a breathable fabric, wash reusable masks frequently, and keep the skin under the mask protected with a lightweight moisturizer. Friction plus humidity plus trapped oil is a perfect recipe for clogged pores, so reducing friction and keeping the barrier healthy is prevention. Sleep and stress matter more than people think. High stress can increase hormones that stimulate oil production and inflammation. Lack of sleep can worsen skin's repair processes. I'm not saying you need a perfect life to have clear pores, but if you're consistently stressed, sleeping poorly, and eating irregularly, you may notice more congestion. Aim for stable sleep, hydration, and basic stress management, walks, stretching, breathing, anything that calms your nervous system. These habits won't replace skincare, but they make skincare work better. Diet is a complicated topic, and I want to keep it evidence-respectful and practical. Not everyone's blackheads are driven by food. However, some people notice acne worsens with high glycemic diets, lots of sugary drinks, sweets, and refined carbs, because they can influence insulin and growth factors that affect oil glands. Some people also notice a link with dairy, especially skim milk. You don't have to eliminate entire food groups if you don't want to. A practical approach is a 2 to 4 week experiment. Reduce sugary drinks and ultra-processed snacks, emphasize protein, vegetables, fiber, and healthy fats, and observe your skin. If you notice improvement, you've learned something useful about your body. If you notice no change, you can stop stressing about it. Hydration is supportive, but water alone doesn't flush out blackheads. Think balanced, not extreme. Let's also address hormones and age, because prevention changes across life stages. Teen skin often produces more oil, so salicylic acid and retinoids can be very helpful. In your 20s and 30s, stress, makeup habits, and inconsistent routines often become the main issue. In your 40s and beyond, the skin barrier can become drier even if you're still acne-prone, so you may need gentler cleansers, more barrier support, and slower introduction of actives. If your acne is strongly cyclical with your menstrual cycle, or you have symptoms like excess facial hair growth or irregular periods, that's a sign to talk with a clinician about hormone-related acne management. Blackheads can be part of that picture. Now I'll give you a few if-then adjustments so you can troubleshoot without guessing. If your skin is oily and congested but not sensitive, you can increase salicylic acid frequency, or switch from a rinse-off product to a leave-on. If your skin is congested and also has bumps and texture, retinoids are especially helpful, but introduce them slowly. If you're peeling, stinging, or red, reduce active frequency and focus on barrier repair for 1 to 2 weeks, gentle cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, then restart actives more slowly. If you're getting clogged pores mainly on the nose, that can be sebaceous filaments, and consistent retinoid plus occasional salicylic acid is usually the best approach. If you're getting clogged pores on the cheeks or jawline, check makeup, hair products, pillowcases, and phone contact, and make sure you're removing sunscreen and makeup thoroughly at night. Speaking of hygiene, here are a few simple habits that help more than people expect. Change pillowcases regularly, especially if you have oily hair. Keep your phone screen clean, because it touches your cheek and carries oils and bacteria. Avoid resting your face in your hands for long periods. If you use reusable face towels, don't reuse the same damp towel for days. Damp fabric can hold microbes and irritants. These steps are not about being germ-free, they're about reducing unnecessary irritation and pore clogging residue. What about professional treatments? If you've built a consistent routine for 8 to 12 weeks and you still have persistent blackheads, a clinician can offer options like professional extractions, chemical peels, or prescription retinoids. Sometimes the issue isn't that your skin needs stronger scrubbing, it's that you need a stronger normalization of the pore lining, which retinoids do best, or you need comedone-focused procedures done safely. The key is to give your routine enough time. Blackheads form over weeks, so prevention also takes weeks. A realistic timeline is noticing early improvement at 4 to 6 weeks, more visible change at 8 to 12 weeks, and ongoing refinement after that. Let's talk about expectations, because unrealistic expectations lead to frustration and overtreating. You cannot permanently shrink pores to the point they disappear. Pores are openings of hair follicles and oil glands, they will always exist. What you can do is reduce congestion so pores look smaller, smoother, and less noticeable. You can also reduce the number of new blackheads forming. The perfect glass skin you see online is often lighting, makeup, filters, or genetics. Your goal is healthy, comfortable skin that you can maintain without constant drama. Now, I want to outline a very simple starter plan that most people can follow safely. For the first 2 weeks, morning, gentle cleanse if needed, moisturizer, sunscreen. Night, gentle cleanse, moisturizer. Add salicylic acid 2 nights per week. For weeks 3 and 4, keep the same base routine, continue salicylic acid 2 or 3 nights per week, and add a retinoid 2 nights per week on different nights than salicylic acid. For weeks 5 through 8, if your skin is calm, increase retinoid to 3 nights per week, keep salicylic acid 1 to 2 nights per week, and keep at least 1 rest night where you do only cleansing and moisturizing. If you feel irritated, don't increase, stabilize. This slow build is the difference between a routine you can keep for a year and one you quit after 10 days. If you're someone who wants the simplest possible routine with the fewest products, it can be as minimal as this: gentle cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, and 1 leave-on active at night, either salicylic acid or a retinoid. Many people do great with just a retinoid plus basic skincare. Others do great with salicylic acid alone. The best plan is the one you can do consistently. A quick word about safety. Avoid mixing too many strong actives at once, like retinoids plus multiple acids plus harsh spot treatments, especially when you're starting. If you use benzoyl peroxide for inflammatory acne, it can be helpful, but for blackheads specifically, salicylic acid and retinoids are usually the main tools. If you have very sensitive skin, eczema, or rosacea, you may need a gentler approach and professional guidance. And if you're pregnant or trying to conceive, ask a clinician before using retinoids, because many retinoids are not recommended during pregnancy. Finally, let's summarize the non-negotiables that prevent blackheads without turning skincare into a full-time job. Cleanse gently at night. Moisturize consistently to keep the barrier healthy. Wear sunscreen daily. Use salicylic acid a few times per week to keep pores clear. Use a retinoid gradually to normalize pore shedding and reduce future clogs. Avoid harsh scrubs and aggressive squeezing. Pay attention to pore clogging makeup and hair products. Give your routine at least 8 to 12 weeks before judging it, and adjust based on irritation, not impatience. If you follow these steps, most people see smoother texture, fewer new blackheads, and less need to pick or squeeze. And that's the real win, a routine that prevents the problem before it starts, keeps your skin calm, and fits